Good morning. Welcome to day 15. 15 is a number that if we don't clarify ourselves with ourselves, if I don't get clear about myself, it's easy to lose power. Eh, One is the number of I am, and five is the number of unconditional love. When I take that two pieces and I put together number 15, it has a powerful interpretation in the heart. When the mind, my mind, my intellectual mind, gets the message of number 15, unconditional love, my mind interprets this as sacrifice, as the need of making a sacrifice in the name of love. That is what my mind says. And my heart is the source of that love. You see, the mind is just like a screen, and the heart is like the hard drive is processing all the information. So today I want you to walk with me in this adventure of experiencing mm, the the need of not sacrifice. We don't need to sacrifice anything in our lives, but that is something that we've been learning as a concept of unconditional love. There is this figure that my mind says I need to sacrifice and my heart says I need to share. You see the difference between sacrificing myself versus sharing? From where is that we get these concepts of sacrificing? Is from the old paradigms. Most of it is related to religious information. Sacrificing myself, it doesn't make me powerful, because to be willing to be sacrificed doesn't give me the light of life. I'm connected to my destiny and death because I'm willing to be sacrificed. How many times have you been in the position of thinking that you must do a sacrifice? You must make a sacrifice. How many times I've been there? I've been there a lot of times. Thinking that the other goes first. But during this process, during this journey, all of these years, I realized that if I don't count on me, if I don't count on myself, I am zero. Zero. If I count on me, I am the beginning of the counting. I am one. So if you don't count for you, you are a zero for you. If you count on you, you are the one. It's like Master Jesus says, I am the beginning, I am the end. So everything goes and goes to your own frequency, to your own understanding that you have to make it yours. You have the right to experience your divinity because it's yours. You see, in the Last Supper, we have the information that Master Jesus took the bread, he took his part, and then he shared the bread. He didn't say, you guys eat it all, I don't need it, or I'm Jesus, I'm supposed to sacrifice. No. He took his part. This is the basic law of prosperity, let's say. If you don't claim, if you don't make yours what is yours, hardly people is going to say, you know, this is yours, belong to you. That's the basic reason, the primary reason why we don't enjoy our presence here, because of this consciousness that is in our roots of willing to be sacrificed. No need to. No need to. As the count goes, as I am one, can you imagine if we are in a family of 10, if I am not counting on me first, number one, and I am a zero, if I want to multiply my presence with the other presence, it will become a 0 too, because 0 by 10 equals 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. 0 by 2 million, 0. On the contrary, if I multiply 1 by 10, it's going to be 10. 1 by 200 is 200. That's why it's so vital for this process to sustain ourselves in our own vibration. My vibration. Because that is the divine vibration that you are. That is the divine vibration that I am. I close my eyes and I feel my presence. Let me tell you that at the beginning of this journey, a long time ago, I was uncomfortable with that. My mind was so active, hyperactive. Thinking here, thinking there, trying to reach this, trying to reach that, trying to forgive this, trying to forget that. But I realized that I couldn't from my mind. I couldn't. So then I started creating these methods, creating this contact with that inner presence. If you are listening and if you are watching this video, it's simply because that presence is in you. Otherwise, you won't be here. That presence that is in you, you must trust that presence through one concept that we call intuition. What is it that your presence says? What is it that your presence is showing you. Sometimes this message comes through a dream, through a number, through a color. The only thing that you must be is open to do so, to receive the message. Today, number 15, I wanted to tell you about this consciousness of sacrificing, because sacrificing is being all around in our consciousness without the result that we expect. I remember these conversations about how many things I sacrifice for you and you pay me like this. How could you? That doesn't work like that. Every human being is an spiritual being that is supposed to be sustained by that spirituality in everyone. So what we are learning to do is unlearning what was preventing us to experience that divinity. Get rid of those concepts, get rid of those paradigms that are limiting all the time your divine presence. Because, you know, divine presence is so noble that at the time that you want to interrupt with your mind, divine presence does just like that. It's okay. Because one thing about free willing is that you can choose to be connected to your human mind, material mind, or you can be connected to your super consciousness, to your divine mind. And what we are doing here in this journey of 23 days is trusting that divine presence. Today, day 15, we don't want to have a journey with the drum or something, but we're going to keep putting our intention in trusting that feeling inside. Trusting. I trust my divine presence. That presence that you experience when you close your eyes, that's the divine presence that you must trust in order to experience happiness. That's the energy, that's the presence that knows the path. And that's the presence that sends you the information, the clues for you to experience divinity in your life. Be aware of your thoughts. And at the moment that you experience the need of being sacrificed, just say no. I don't need to do any sacrifice because there is plenty here. I count as number one, as you count as number one. Not because I'm putting first myself. That doesn't mean I'm a selfish person. No, not at all. On the contrary. I must experience wellness. I must experience power. I must experience all of these blessings in order to share. What I'm going to share with you if I don't have any of those things? Just because everybody's first before me. I count as number one, as you count as number one too. That's why our teachings comes from unity. In Spanish we say unidad. And that's what we are, a unity. Have a wonderful day, and remember, experience yourself from your divinity and enjoy yourself from there. I hope.